Welcome everybody out to the softball field here at Mingus Union High School. I'm Philip Catafamo. Happy to have you along with me here on Verde Valley TV for our our Friday night softball matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the American Leadership Academy Queen Creek Patriots. The Marauders coming off a huge win on Wednesday against Greenway High School, a 2-0 in 12 innings victory for the Marauders. And they come in facing a Patriots team who is looking for their first win on the 2021 schedule. We will preview this matchup, get you ready for the one coming up, and talk about the previous games for both these teams. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Want to welcome you here to the softball field on the campus of Mingus Union High School. Philip Catafamo getting you ready and set here on Verde Valley TV as the Mingus Marauders take on American Leadership Academy Queen Creek. And let's take a look at ALAQC. The Patriots coming into this game with third-year coach Laura Workman. It has been a tough season so far for Coach Workman and these Patriots. In 2019, they were 2-8 in Region 3 and 15 overall. Of course, 2020, a lost season. And this year, the Patriots currently 0-8 in the region and 0-13 overall. They are looking for their first victory on the season. And they face a very tough Mingus Marauder team that is currently sitting number 2 in the 4A state conference rankings. And they're looking to improve that and continue this momentum into their game next week against Cactus High School. But let's take a look at the visiting team right now. As I mentioned, this team looking for their first win on the season. Last Saturday, April 17th, they lost to American Leadership Academy Ironwood 17-12. They followed that up, unfortunately, with a loss to Mesquite on Monday, and then Tuesday losing to Seton Catholic as well. I did get a chance to catch up with Coach Workman, and I got to say, the optimism that I heard from head coach Laura Workman and her assistant coach, they were so optimistic going into not only this game, but moving forward with the program in general. As I mentioned, Coach Workman only in her third season as the head coach here at American Leadership Academy. And while it's been a tough season this year, there's a lot of bright spots about this season. Coach Workman telling me that her catcher, Asia Jones, one of the only club players on this team, has been phenomenal for the Patriots so far this season. The center fielder, Kaylee Slade, who's picking up the softball for the first time ever this year in center field, has been an absolute defensive monster. Coach Workman said there's some times where they don't even need left and right field because Slade can cover so much ground. She's a soccer player that they almost don't even really need an entire outfield. So also a huge jump for Coach Workman. The Patriots finally have a JV team. They have not had a JV team these past few seasons. They had 14 freshmen come out this year to participate with the JV or on the JV team. Obviously, a few of them finding their ways to the varsity team. But Coach Workman was very, very optimistic about what this team could provide next season. Obviously, this far into the season, there's a pretty big chance that this Patriots team isn't going to do too much in terms of playoffs or even in the region. But next season, Coach Workman's optimism was inspiring. She's very, very excited about the future of this program. And they've got some great players coming back next season. And they do have a tough competition here against the Mingus Marauders, but Coach Workman is excited. These players have been answering the call. I know they've had a very tough schedule. Mesquite is a tough team. Seton Catholic's a tough team. But they come into this game with a lot of optimism. They'll take on Bradshaw on Tuesday of next week. But at least coming into this game, they're currently 5th in the 4A Desert Sky region. This is their first season in the 4A, a former 3A team. But like I said, there's a lot of optimism around this team, and they've got a couple players who are playing very, very well. And going into next year, this Patriots team should turn some heads in the 4A Desert Sky region. As for your Mingus Marauders, the Marauders coming into this game 10-0 in the region, 14-0 overall. Coach John Brown is excited. He's happy. He is ready for some softball before their huge matchup against Cactus on the road next week. And then, of course, they'll have another road trip against Estrella Foothills later next week as well, before they come back home on May 5th to take on Prescott, what could be potentially a region-deciding game. But I know Coach Brown wants to get a victory tonight. Focus on those games against Cactus and Estrella Foothills, and then get ready for that region matchup against Prescott before we head off to the playoffs. The Marauders battling for that 1-2 spot with South Point Catholic. South Point Catholic currently sitting at number 1 in the region. We thought that maybe Mingus beating Greenway would help out the PowerPoint rankings for Mingus, but unfortunately it didn't. It bumps them from 1 to 2. And just to take a look here with Estrella Catholic, just taking a look here at their schedule that I know I have printed out. Here we are. Oh my goodness. South Point Catholic, thank you, our producer Ryan Nichols, for keeping me on track here. Excuse me, scrambling around way too much. They beat Canyon del Oro yesterday, and that was a huge win for them. A 5-4 victory for South Point Catholic to keep them ahead of Mingus in the 4A conference rankings coming into this game. They've got games coming up against Nogales, who is winless so far, and then after that, it's all winning programs. Vista Grande is undefeated. You've got Seneca, who's 6-2 in region, 10-2 overall. They're a 5A team. You've got Sabino, who's also undefeated. They're a really good 3A team. Iron Ridge, 7-3 region, 9-5 overall. They're also 5A. And Saguaro, who's undefeated in their region and 8-4 overall. So South Point's got a tough schedule coming up as well, just like Mingus. So, I mean, at this point, it'll be Mingus has got to win out and hope that South Point Catholic finds a loss somewhere. As I mentioned, they've got a tough schedule coming up, whereas Mingus has got Cactus, a tough team, Estrella Foothills, a tough team, and, of course, Prescott, a very tough opponent inside the region. But for the Marauders today, at the very least, it'll be Marissa Vaca in the circle for Mingus. Alexis Ayersman coming off a phenomenal, not only pitching performance, but offensive performance. Ayersman in the circle, 12 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 0 earned runs, and 23 strikeouts. She pitched the entire game, including extra innings. And funny enough, Alexis was the deciding factor. It wasn't until the bottom of the 12th inning, Ella Balo got on with 1 out, and then Alexis Ayersman cleared the bases to walk it off a home run to right field. If you want to go watch that, go check out my social media. I posted the ending to that game as it happened. So go check out that last home run. It was awesome. Alexis got all of that one into right field and won the game for Mingus to beat a very tough Greenway team who had a phenomenal pitcher in Caitlin Terry, who I know is possibly headed off to D1, but that sophomore pitcher, she pitched phenomenal in that win against Greenway. And Alexis Ayersman for the Marauders, like I mentioned, 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, including that walk-off to beat Caitlin Terry and the Greenway Demons this past Wednesday, and probably one of the best softball games I've ever called or seen. Marissa Vaca, of course, in the circle tonight, coming off of a win against Winslow, 5-3 victory this past Monday. Marissa, 1 for 4 at the plate, 2 RBIs. And then in the circle in that victory against Winslow on Monday, 7 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 3 runs, none of them earned, 0 walks, and 8 strikeouts for the junior pitcher. She'll be in the circle tonight looking for another Marauder win against these American Leadership Academy Patriots of Queen Creek. So there is a lot of excitement here around Mingus. Both teams are excited to get this game started. We're also excited as well. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, we'll get you the national anthem, and we will get you the first pitch right here on Verde Valley TV. Stay with us. It's Marauders taking on the Patriots on Verde Valley TV.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 36 years. Using green construction methods, Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. They thank you for your business confidence and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction Homes at Mountain Gate and Clarkdale this summer.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Brothers!
Want to welcome you back here to the softball field on the campus of Mingus Union High School as the Mingus Marauders take on American Leadership Academy Queen Creek. The Marauders looking to stay undefeated against another 4A conference opponent. Let's take a look at the 4A conference rankings. As I mentioned before we went to break, South Point Catholic currently sitting at number 1 in the entire 4A, 14-0 overall. And right behind them are these Mingus Marauders, who are also 14-0 overall. Mingus looking for a victory here tonight against the Patriots and looking to carry some momentum into their game next week on Wednesday against Cactus High School on the road. Should be a fun matchup for the Marauders and Cactus. For the rest of the 4A Grand Canyon region, Flagstaff High School currently 3rd in the 4A conference, coming in 12-2. Prescott in 7th, 12-2 as well in the overall, and they are 7th in conference rankings. The Cactus Cobras, who I just mentioned, are currently number 10. Mingus will take on them on Wednesday. Greenway stays at 12. Mingus beat them on Wednesday as well. Bradshaw Mountain coming in at 21 in the 4A conference rankings, 7-7 on their record. Coconino 22 in the 4A conference rankings, 4-9 overall on their record. And then rounding out Mojave at 28 and Lee Williams at 31. And these American Leadership Academy Queen Creek Patriots are currently at number 46. So the Marauders, as I mentioned, looking for a victory, looking to carry some momentum into a tough matchup against Cactus next week on Wednesday before they hit the road again to take on Estrella Foothills and then take on Prescott. And then they are finally back home on May 5th against Prescott High School. We'll quickly take you around the diamond from the Mingus Marauders. We'll do this again when we get started. Mallory Copeland getting the start at 3rd. Alexis Ayersman going from in the circle to shortstop. Ella Balo over at 2nd. Mikkel Gordon over at 1st base. And in the outfield, Mackenzie Figge, who had a phenomenal shoestring grab against Greenway to save a run or two, gets the start again in left field. McKenna Watson in center. Yasmin Mestis getting the start in right field. First time Yaz has started here at home in right field. And the battery Mersa Vaca coming off of a 7 innings affair. 7 hits allowed, 3 runs, 0 earned runs, no walks, and 8 strikeouts in a victory this past Monday against Winslow. She is in the circle for the Marauders here tonight. And Kaylee Watson gets the start at catcher with Sydney Stapleton, the DH. The 1-2-3 for Queen Creek, as I mentioned, McKenna Holland, Allie Connolly, and Asia Jones, the 1-2-3 for American Leadership Academy when they get an opportunity to get up at bat. We are patiently waiting. Both coaches, Coach Laura Workman on the side of Queen Creek, you see her there in the blue polo, and Coach John Brown of Mingus Union High School in the red polo there, switching lineups and talking with the umpires. Queen Creek looking for their first win this season. Mingus looking to remain undefeated and look forward to that huge matchup against Cactus on Wednesday. So we are patiently waiting for this game to get started. We'll have National Anthem for you here in just a second and the starting lineups for both teams, including the first pitch. And as I mentioned, we will have some softball here for you in just a couple minutes. The Marauders coming off a huge win, if you missed it, against Greenway on Wednesday, a walk-off win in the bottom of the 12th inning. Alexis Ayersman, or as I refer to her as Air Alexis, set one into right field and won the game with Ella Balo standing at second base. She did a great job getting on for Mingus late, getting on with a double to lead things off, and then with one out, Alexis Ayersman into right field. And if you didn't get a chance to catch that one out, youtube.com/Verde Valley TV, you can go catch that game and watch the whole thing or skim all the way to the end. But regardless, it was a phenomenal game, a phenomenal pitching performance from Alexis Ayersman. I was talking with Coach Brown because Alexis had 24 strikeouts in that game against Greenway. And I asked him if that was a state record, and he said, well, there's kind of two separate categories when it comes to that, because you have some games where Coach Brown was telling me one game went into 30 innings and the girl pitched the entire game and she had 40 strikeouts. That was, of course, statewide, but you know, it's what's interesting about softball. You get a lot of these long games and these girls throw a lot of strikeouts. So Alexis, a phenomenal performance, definitely a school record, 23 strikeouts. But Mingus is turning their attention to American Leadership Academy Queen Creek, and we'll turn it over to Brian Saravo, the public address announcer here for the starting lineups in the national anthem. We got softball right around the corner. Stay with us.
On YouTube right now, youtube.com/Verde Valley TV. For friends and family that aren't here, you can let them know they can watch the game live or rewatch. Again, Verde Valley TV on YouTube. Introducing first the American Leadership Academy Queen Creek Patriots, number 15, Jordan Walker. Number 18, Lucy Palmer. And now your starting lineup in the flex position, playing second, number 12, Lacey Page. At first, batting ninth, number 13, Aiden Garfield. In right field, batting eighth, number 17, Leo Page. On the mound today, batting seventh, number 9, Sophia Papanetti. The DP today, batting sixth, number 6, Lilia Nguyen. In center field, batting fifth, number 14, Kaylee Slade. At short, batting fourth, number 7, Renee Tabor. Behind the plate, batting third, number 2, Asia Jones. In left field, batting second, number 1, Allie Connolly. And at third, leading off, number 5, McKenna Holland. And now for your Mingus Marauders, number 18, Cameron Jones. Number 21, Tabitha Freeman. Number 28, Kiki Sarabo. Number 1, Kaya Soki. And now your starting lineup in the flex position, playing center, number 9, McKenna Watson. In right field, batting ninth, number 5, Yasmin Mestis. Catching today, batting eighth, number 4, Kaylee Watson. At first, batting seventh, number 23, Michaela Gordon. Playing third, batting sixth, number 17, Mallory Copeland. The DP today, batting fifth, number 22, Sydney Stapleton. Pitching today, batting fourth, number 33, Marissa Vaca. At short, batting third, number 99, Alexis Ersman. In left field, batting second, number 6, Mackenzie Figgy. And leading off, playing second, number 3, Ella Balo. And now if you would rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
right, here we go. We are live, Verde Valley TV, some Friday night softball for you as the Mingus Marauders take on American Leadership Academy Queen Creek. Mingus coming in undefeated, looking for another victory, whereas Queen Creek looking for their first win here in 2021. And we'll take you around the diamond. Mallory Copeland getting the start at third for the Marauders. At short, Alexis Erzman. At second base, Ella Balo. At first, Mikkel Gordon. In the outfield, Mackenzie Figge. In left field. In center, McKenna Watson. And in right field getting the start, Yasmin Mestis. And the battery, of course, Kaylee Watson behind the plate. And Marissa Vaca in the circle for the Marauders. Vaca coming off a victory on Monday against Winslow, 5-3. She pitched 7 innings, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 0 earned runs, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. And we'll see what the junior pitcher has in store for McKenna Holland, Allie Connolly, and Asia Jones. The 1-2-3 for American Leadership Academy. Vaca on the season. She has been sort of the yang to Alexis Erzman's yin, I guess, the 1-2 of the 2 junior pitchers. Vaca coming into this game carrying an under 1 ERA, 4-0 on the season in 4 appearances. She's pitched 22 innings so far, allowed 15 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 walks, and 29 strikeouts. And batters against Marissa are batting .172 with a .242 on-base percentage. And she's only hit 1 batter so far. So we'll see what Marissa has in store for American Leadership Academy Queen Creek, coming to us from the 4A Desert Sky region. And here we go. McKenna Holland leading things off for ALA. All right, and here we are. Holland will lead things off. Vaca in the circle for the Marauders. Vaca's first pitch on the way here in the top of the first inning is low for a ball, and here we go. So Holland a 1-0 count. Marissa Vaca usually at shortstop when Alexis is pitching, and then of course Alexis usually at shortstop when Marissa is in the circle. The 0-1 on the way, swung on and missed. Count will go to 0-1, or excuse me, 1-1. McKenna Holland, one of the players that Coach Workman told me about, one of the better players on the team. The 1-1, swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here. The pitch on the way to Holland from Vaca is high, and now the count will go to 2-2. So now 2-2 count here with no outs. Pitch on the way from Vaca on 2-2. Does get the outside corner for a backwards K. First down for the Marauders. First strikeout for Marissa Vaca here on Friday night. And it'll bring up Allie Connolly. Connolly, the left fielder for ALA tonight. One down for Mingus on a quick strikeout there from Marissa Vaca. Asia Jones waiting on deck. First one on the way from Vaca. Bunt showed. It is down, but it goes foul. So the count will go to 0-1. Connolly, a freshman, one of 14 new freshmen that came out and tried out for the team this year. I know Coach Workman was very, very pleased with the numbers of new players coming out for the sport. The 0-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 0-2. They finally had enough players to field a JV team, and they've got some freshmen, much like Allie Connolly, that they're excited about, and can't wait to see how they develop in these next couple of years. The 0-2 on the way. In right field, Mestis coming over to get it in foul territory. She will not make the catch, so the count will remain 0-2. Yaz, her first start at home in right field. Usually a fixture on the basketball team. One of the starters for Coach Paul Ventura in her final year here at Mingus Union High School, getting the start in right field tonight for Coach Brown. Vaca, the 0-2 here to Connolly. The pitch on the way, off speed in the dirt. The count will go to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Allie Connolly. The 1-2. Outside corner, same spot she got Holland. She rings up Connolly. 2 down for the Marauders. That outside corner, we saw it in Greenway called almost consistently every single time. And catches a set up on that outside corner, and umpires are ringing him up. Asia Jones will stride in, one of the only club players on this ALA team. Looking for her first base hit. First pitch on the way, hits that outside corner, does find a strike. The count will go to 0-1. The 0-1 pitch with 2 outs on the way to Jones is back-to-back strikes. The count will go to 0-2 with 2 down. Vaca looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll see if she can get it. She's ahead in the count right now. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The 0-2 on the way from Vaca. It's popped up. It'll go into foul territory, so the count will remain 0-2. Jones striding back in here, 0-2 count. 2 outs, Vaca looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Can she get it? The 0-2 on the way. That one's fouled again. So Jones doing a good job of fouling off anything close from Vaca so far as that softball finds its way almost onto the baseball field. As the JV baseball team for Mingus Union taking on ALA Queen Creek as well. The varsity team on the road. The 0-2 on the way to Jones. Outside corner. That one is away. The count will go to 1-2. So Jones battling off a couple fastballs and gets one on the outside corner. And the count goes to 1-2. And Coach Workman will talk to her catcher about the game plan here on 1-2. You got to assume Vaca's not going to throw anything over the plate, obviously. Probably look for maybe an inside pitch or an off speed or an outside fastball to try to get Jones swinging. Coach Workman talking with Asia. Well, Asia's reset here, ready to stride in 1-2. We'll try it again here on 1-2 with 2 outs. Marauders looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Struck out the first 2 batters. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. 1-2-3 inning for Marissa Vaca. All 3 strikeouts. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
From the Glen Canyon Dam to the corner sidewalks, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has helped build Arizona and the Southwest since 1959. Much like the products they provide, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has a strong sense of community and contributes to it in meaningful ways. Phoenix Cement is considered a premier employer and community supporter and would like to thank their friendly neighbors for 6 decades of continued support. Think harder, think concrete.
Want to welcome you back here to the softball field on the campus of Mingus Union High School. Our score 0-0 as the Mingus Marauders take on American Leadership Academy Queen Creek. Patriots now in the field as the Marauders were able to get them 1-2-3. Marissa Vaca, 3 straight strikeouts for the first 3 batters. And now the Marauders will face Sophia Papanetti, the freshman pitcher for ALA. And we'll take you around the diamond. McKenna Holland at third, Renee Tabor at short, Lucy Page at second, Aiden Garfield at first base, Allie Connolly in left field, Kaylee Slade in center, Leoma Page in right field, and the battery, Asia Jones behind the plate, and Sophia Papanetti, the pitcher in the circle for the Patriots. Papanetti, one of 14 new faces for this program, and we'll see what she can do against Ella Balo, Mackenzie Figge, and Alexis Erzman. The 1-2-3 for the Marauders as we get things going in the bottom of the first inning. As I mentioned, a solid pitching performance so far from Marissa Vaca. A 1-2-3 strike 'em all out inning. And we'll see if Sophia Papanetti can have the same success against a battle-tested Mingus Marauder softball team. Ella Balo will stride in. Ella 1 for 4 in a victory on Wednesday against Greenway with a double that she ended up scoring on the walk-off home run from Alexis Erzman. Ella on the season, however, is batting .326, the junior. First pitch on the way is in the outside corner for a strike, and the count will go to 0-1. So an 0-1 count here to Ella Balo as she leads things off in the bottom of the first. Pulls back the bunt. It goes for a ball. The count will go to 1-1. Balo striding in here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 on the way. Balo again, possibly trying to lay down a bunt, but it goes for a ball, so the count will go to 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Balo gets a piece of it, gets right past the diving Aiden Garfield, but it goes foul, so the count will go to 2-2. Papanetti with in a good situation right now to get her first strikeout of the game and the first out. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the 2-2. Balo gets that one right up the middle, and it'll be a base hit for the Marauders. And now Mackenzie Figge will stride in. Figge batting .317 on the season, 13 hits and 41 at-bats, 14 RBIs, 3 triples, and a home run for Mackenzie Figge. Balo on first pitch on the way, in the dirt. Balo will stay at first, and the count will go to 1-0. Figge making a great grab in left field on Wednesday to save a couple runs for Mingus. The 1-0 is in the dirt. The count will go to 2-0. Balo's going to take off the second. Throw down from Jones is in time for the first out of the inning. What a great throw from Asia Jones to get Ella Balo out at second. 1 down for ALA, and now Mackenzie Figge will operate with no one on. The 2-0 on the way to Figge. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here to Mackenzie Figge, looking to be the second base runner for the Marauders. That one will go in the dirt. The count will go to 2-2. Or excuse me, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Mackenzie Figge. No one on. Balo was on first, got thrown out at second for the first out of the inning, the 3-1. Does not find that inside part of the plate. It'll be a walk for Mackenzie Figge. And Alexis Erzman, the hero from Wednesday, will stride in with a runner on first. Erzman, a huge home run in the bottom of the 12th inning with 1 out, and Ella Balo on second to win it in the bottom of the 12th, 2-0 against Greenway High School. Erzman fouls that one off. The count will go to 1-0. Or 0-1, excuse me. A 1 count. Pitch on the way in the dirt. Figge's going to take off to second. She is safe. So Figge successfully gets over to second base, and the Marauders now have once again have a runner in scoring position. 1-1 count here to Alexis Erzman with 1 out. The 1-1 on the way from Papanetti. The pitch. That'll get almost past Jones. She makes the grab, throws down to third, not in time. Figge is safe. Another stolen base for the junior left fielder. And a 2-1 count to Alexis Erzman at the plate. Erzman looking for something to drive into the outfield. The 2-1. Erzman slow chopper. The count now will go to even at 2s. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and a runner at third. Erzman awaiting the 2-2 offering here from Papanetti. The pitch is in the dirt. The count will go full. Marissa Vaca waiting on deck with 1 out. Erzman looking for something to drive. The 3-2. That's in the dirt. It'll be a walk. So Ayersman will get to first. Runners on the corners now, with Marissa Vaca striding in. Marissa in a win on Monday, 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs in a 5-3 victory against Winslow. And now with runners on the corners, Marissa is tasked with bringing around the first couple runs for the Marauders. We'll see if she can do it. First one on the way. Is in the dirt, gets past Jones. Figge coming in and will score. Ayersman's going to take off to third. Ayersman is safe. So Figge scores on the pass ball. Ayersman goes all the way from first to third. 1-0 count to Marissa Vaca. Mingus leading 1-0. Vaca watches that one high, and the count will go to 2-0. Ayersman over at third, the only base runner for the Marauders. Figge to third base, picked up by Holland. Throw on to first is in time for the second out, but that does bring around Alexis Ayersman, and Mingus now leads 2-0. So Vaca able to get the RBI, and Sydney Stapleton will step in. Stapleton, the DH this evening, as that one hits the outside corner. The count will go to 0-1. Sydney usually behind the plate, getting a rest tonight, but still in the lineup for the Marauders. And good reason so. She's batting .341, drives that one right into the glove of Holland. Throw on to first is out of the glove of the first baseman. Sydney is going to take off to second, and the Marauders have a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. We'll take another look at it. Great play by Holland, just a little bit too high for the first baseman, Aiden Garfield. Tips off right off the top of her glove. And Stapleton takes advantage of it and gets over to second. Now Mallory Copeland will look to bring in Sydney Stapleton and continue this 2-out inning for the Marauders, as that pitch is high and in for a strike. The count will go to 0-1. Copeland on the season batting .276 with 8 hits and 1 double. Looking for a base hit here. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Jones with a good block. Throw is over the head of the third baseman, but a great backup by Renee Tabor to make sure that Sydney Stapleton stays at third base. She does get over to third, and now we've got a 1-1 count here to Mallory Copeland. Take a look at it there as the 1-1 offering is a slow chopper to Tabor. Tabor's only play is at first. She does make the play to get the final out of the inning, but not before the Marauders can bring around 2 on 1 hit. And we'll head to the top of the second inning. Mingus leading 2-0.
From the Merkin farm to your table, from their vines to your glass. Merkin Vineyards Tasting Room in Osteria, a sense of place for extended family and community. The Merkin mission is to deliver a total sustainable Arizona experience, with fruits and vegetables family farmed in the Verde Valley and vines grown on Arizona Merkin acreage. Pastas and breads made from scratch and served with daily seasonal specials. Keep an eye out for the Merkin pizza and gelato wagons using the same local ingredients.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a third-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Renee Tabor, Kaylee Slade, and Lilia Nguyen will be the 1-2-3 for American Leadership Academy Queen Creek, as the Patriots are currently down 2-0 to the Mingus Marauders. Marissa Vaca in the circle for Mingus, a 1-2-3 inning, all 3 strikeouts in the top of the first inning, looking to do it again here in the top of the second inning. Mingus able to bring around 2 on 1 hit, got a couple walks, stole a few bases, and put themselves in a good opportunity to get a couple runs around. We'll see if the Patriots can respond. First pitch on the way to Tabor is high, and the count will go to 1-0. Tabor, another player that Coach Workman was excited about for the future. The 1-0. That one's away. The count will go to 2-0. Tabor, a junior. The shortstop for the Patriots here. 2-0. That one hits the inside corner. The count will go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Tabor going to have to protect on anything close. The 2-1. Swung on a miss. The count will go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Renee Tabor, excuse me. Tabor awaiting the 2-2 offering here from Vaca as she leads things off here in the top of the second inning. Swung on a miss. It'll be another strikeout for Vaca. First down for the Marauders here in the second inning. And it'll bring up Kaylee Slade, the center fielder. Slade picking up a bat and a ball for the first time at ALA Queen Creek, usually a soccer player for the Patriots, getting her first ever opportunity to play center field. And Coach Workman says that she covers a lot of ground, and there's a lot of times where they don't even need the left and right fielder. As that one runs inside, the count will go to 1-0. Because Kaylee can cover everywhere. So kind of interesting. Another one that Coach Workman was excited about. The 1-0. That one swung on a miss. The count will go to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here to Slade, excuse me. The 1-1 offering. Swung on a miss. The count will go to 1-2. Vaca looking for back-to-back Ks. She found it in the top of the first inning. We'll see if she can find it here in the top of the second. A 1-2-3 inning in the first for Vaca. And we'll see what she offers Slade here on 1-2. Pitch on the way with 1 out. That one's fouled off. And the count will remain 1-2. So 1-2 count here with 1 out. Pitch on the way to Slade. That one swung on a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Vaca. 2 down for the Marauders. And Lilia Nguyen will step in. Nguyen, the designated player for Coach Workman and the Patriots. As she looks to keep the inning alive here with 2 outs. Mingus again leading 2-0 in the second inning. Nguyen awaiting the first offering here from Vaca. Pitch on the way, runs inside, and the count will go to 1-0. Nguyen, a senior in her final year at ALA Queen Creek. Looking to get a base hit, the 1-0. Swung on a miss, the count will go to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here to Nguyen. The 1-1. Finds the outside corner, but not in for a strike. The count will go to 2-1. A little bit too off the plate for the home plate umpire. So now the count will go to 2-1. Vaca looking for another 1-2-3 inning. The 2-1 on the way. Outside corner, again, does not find that outside spot. The count will go to 3-1. Vaca got to offer Nguyen something over the plate here on a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. There it is, in for a strike, and the count will go now full 3 balls and 2 strikes. So on a 3-2 count, Vaca looking for the 1-2-3. The payoff pitch is swung on and missed. First inning was all Ks. The second inning follows suit. The Marauders head to the bottom of the second, looking to tack on a few more. Stay with us.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
We pick things up here in the bottom of the second inning. Our score, Mingus 2, American Leadership Academy, Queen Creek 0. But still a lot of softball to be played as the Marauders will get the bottom half of their order going. Mikkel Gordon, Kaylee Watson, and Yasmin Mestis, the 1, 2, 3 for the Mingus Marauders as they continue to face Sophia Papanetti. Papanetti only allowed 1 hit, 2 did come around. And 2 walks in her first inning of work, and we'll see what she offers Mikkel Gordon as Gordon strides in, looking to be the first base runner for the Marauders here in the second inning. First pitch on the way to Gordon. She's going to show bunt, and it'll go foul. So now an 0-1 count here to Gordon on the failed bunt attempt. The 0-1. That'll go high, and the count will go to 1-1. We'll see if Gordon and the Marauders lay down a couple more bunts here. They struggled a little bit to bunt against Greenway as the 1-1 is in the dirt to Mikkel Gordon. And they failed a little bit to get down some of those bunts in a very high-pressure game against Greenway. Of course, they did end up winning that game, but we'll see if Coach Brown has the girls work on it a little bit more as that 2-1 pitch is taken foul. The count now will go to 2-2. So Gordon awaiting now the 2-2 pitch from Papanetti with no outs as she leads things off here in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-2 on the way. That one is on the outside corner and in for a strikeout. Papanetti's first of the evening and the first out for the Patriots here in the bottom of the second inning, and that will bring up Kaylee Watson, the catcher. Watson will now be tasked with getting on for the Marauders. As that one is in the dirt, the count will go to 1-0. Watson on the season batting .200, looking to improve her average. The senior catcher tonight. The 1-0 is almost off her foot, and the count will go to 2-0. So now 2 balls and no strikes here. The 2-0 on the way. Watson watches that one in the dirt, and the count will now go to 3-0. Papanetti had 2 walks in the first inning. Watson looking to make it 3 on a 3-0 count with 1 down. Pitch on the way from Papanetti. Does find the strike zone and in for a strike. The count will go to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Kaylee Watson with 1 out. The 3-1. That's in the dirt, and Watson will get on with a 1-out walk. It'll bring up Yasmin Mestis, the right fielder for the Marauders. Yas getting the start in right field for the first time at home this season. Only saw her in a couple instances here and there throughout the season. Mestis in 5 plate appearances is batting .500. 1 for 2 so far. As she takes that first pitch inside, and the count will go to 1-0. As I mentioned, Yaz usually on the basketball team for Coach Paul Ventura. 1-0 is in for a strike. Count will go to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Mestis. Outside corner, not going to get the call that time. The count will go to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here with a runner on first and 1 out. The 2-1 is in the dirt. Jones going to throw to second and is not in time as Watson steals second. And now a 3-1 count here to Mestis. Jones was keeping an eye on Watson at first and got a good jump, just a little bit too low of a throw. The 3-1 is outside. It will be a walk. And Mestis will stay at first. And Watson will stay at second. And it'll be another walk. So back-to-back walks. Marauders have runners on second and first. And Ella Balo in the top of the order for the Marauders will stride in. Balo got on with a single, but was thrown out at second on a great throw from Asia Jones. She awaits the first offering here. Watson's going to take off, and that one will go foul. The 0-1 on the way. Balo watches that one on the outside corner, and then will go for a ball. The count will go to 1-1. Balo looking to move Watson into score and possibly Mestis. Mingus looking to tack on a few more. They got 2 in the first. We'll see if they can bring around a couple more here. The 1-1 is in the dirt. Great block from Jones. Throw down to third. Gets past the third baseman. But Tabor, a great job backing up her third baseman to cut that off from going into the outfield. So the count will go to 2-1. Both runners advance. But a great block there from Asia Jones to limit the damage as much as she could. 2-1 count here to Ella Balo. Balo's going to drop down the bunt. Papanetti, only play is at first. They will not make the play at first. Watson will score, and Mestis will stay at third. So Balo gets on. Mestis goes to third, and Watson comes in and scores. Mingus now leading 3-0, and Mackenzie Figge will stride in with 1 out. Figge got on with a walk and did come in to score. She watches that first pitch in the dirt. Late jump there from Ella Balo. She is safe at second. And a 1-0 count to Mackenzie Figge. Second offering is in the dirt. Another good block there from Jones. Of course, Balo's going to have to stay at second. Mestis stays at third. Figge looking to drive something here on 2-0. Pitch on the way. Figge fouls that one off, so both runners will stay. Count will go to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here to Mackenzie Figge, as I mentioned, getting on with a walk in the first inning, came around to score, stole second and third. The 2-1 offering is right down third base line, and it is fair. Coming in to score will be Mestis. Balo will come around to score. Figge will round second, looking for a triple. She will be safe at third. It is a 1-out, 2 RBI triple for Mackenzie Figge. And Alexis Harrisman will stride in with 1 out. Papanetti's first offering to Harrisman is in the dirt. Jones keeps that one in front of her. And the count will go to 1-0. 1-0 count here to Harrisman. Pitch on the way. Swung on a miss, and the count will go to 1-1. You can tell Harrisman wants that swing back. And she swung a little bit too early on that off-speed offering from Papanetti. The 1-1. Off-speed, same spot, a little higher this time, and the count will go to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here to Alexis Harrisman. The 2-1 on the way. Gets that one in the dirt. It'll get past third and short. Coming in to score will be Figge. Harrisman will stay at first. A 1-out single. She'll advance on the overthrow to second. Looking to go to third now, and Harrisman gets a single and goes all the way to third on the overthrow. And the Marauders, 6-0. And Marissa Vaca will stride in with a runner on third and only 1 out. Vaca grounded out in the first inning. Coach Brown coming over and grabbing his lineup. There he is. Marissa Vaca striding in here. Still waiting for that first offering from Papanetti. Pitch on the way. Into left. It'll fall. Vaca will round first. Harrisman scores. It's another base hit for the Marauders. Mingus now leading 7-0, and Sydney Stapleton will look to continue the hit parade for the Marauders with one out. Stapleton got on with an error and was stranded at third to end the first inning. We'll see what she can do here in her second plate appearance against Papanetti. That one runs inside, and it will be a strike. Well, 1 count here on the way to Stapleton. She digs that one out of the ground, but it goes foul. Oh, 0-2 count here with 1 out. Stapleton looking for a hit. The 0-2. That is high, and the count will go to 1-2. Vaca will stay at second base. The 1-2 offering on the way. Stapleton in the center. Coming over to grab it is Slade. She will make the catch for the second out of the inning. And with 2 outs, Mallory Copeland will stride in. Copeland grounded out in her first at-bat in the first inning. Papanetti looking to shut things down against the Marauders here with 2 outs. First one on the way to Copeland is fouled off. A 1 count here to Mallory Copeland, looking to extend the Marauder lead. She'll drive that one to short. Tabor picks it up, throw on to first to end the inning. It is in time. So the Patriots get out of it, but not before surrendering 5. The Marauders lead 7-0 as we head to the top of the third. Stay with us.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
The pitcher, Sophia Papanetti, will lead things off for American Leadership Academy Queen Creek as the Marauders of Mingus Union are currently leading 7-0 against these ALA Queen Creek Patriots. Papanetti, then Leoma Page, and then Aiden Garfield, the 1-2-3 for Marissa Vaca and the Mingus Marauders here in the top of the third inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning in the first, a 1-2-3 inning in the second, and Vaca looking for another 1-2-3 inning here in the third for the Mingus Marauders. First pitch is fouled off the glove of Gordon. It is going to be a base hit. And Papanetti gets on with a single. And now Leoma Page will stride in. So the first hit of the game off the glove of Mikkel Gordon. Almost had it in fair territory for the first out, but Papanetti will be the first base runner for the Patriots here with Leoma Page, the right fielder, striding in. We'll get a pinch runner. That will be Lucy Palmer, pinch running for the pitcher. So Papanetti, or excuse me, I should say Palmer now at first for Papanetti, who got on with the single. And now Leoma Page will look to move her in to score. First one on the way from Vaca. Page watches that off-speed pitch a little high, and the count will go to 1-0. 1-0 count on the way. The pitch is in the dirt, and the count will go to 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes here to Leoma Page with a runner on first and no out. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here. Vaca, the 2-1 offering on the way. Page will show bunt. Not drop it down. Does get past Watson. They're going to throw on to first. That was only the second out, so Page is going to have to head back to first. Little practice run, I guess. So Leoma thought that was drop third, but it was not. I believe the count is 3-1, unless they're going to say that she kept her bat out, which you could argue. So we'll do it again here. Three-one count on the way to Page, as Palmer headed over to second. Page will drop down the bunt and not get contact. The count will go to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Page looking to move in Palmer, who is pinch running for Papanetti. Papanetti getting on with a single to start off the top of the third inning. Still no out. The 3-2. In there, backwards K, another strikeout for Marissa Vaca. First out for the Marauders here. And now Aiden Garfield will stride in. Garfield looking for a base hit, the first baseman for the Queen Creek Patriots, or I should say the American Leadership Academy Queen Creek Patriots. Garfield waiting the first offering here from Vaca. The pitch on the way is inside, and the count will go to 1-0. So 1-0 count on the way to Garfield. The pitch is high and away from Watson. Palmer will go to third. Throw down is not in time. 2-0 count here to Aiden Garfield. Garfield awaiting the 2-0 offering here on the way. That one runs inside. Now the count will go to 3-0. Still 1 down for the Marauders. 3-0 offering on the way. Slow ground ball. Balo will pick it up and throw on to first. Palmer will score. Two down for the Marauders, and the first run for the Patriots comes across. And now McKenna Holland, who struck out in the first inning, will get an opportunity here in the third with 2 down and no one on. First one on the way. Swung on and missed. A 1 count here to McKenna Holland. Holland awaiting the 0-1 offering here from Vaca. The pitch on the way. Off speed is high, and the count will go to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. Vaca, the 1-1 on the way to Holland. That one is high, and the count will go to 2-1. Mingus 7, Patriots 1 here in the top of the third inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That one does find the strike zone, and the count will go to 2-2. Vaca looking to get out of it, only allowing a hit and a run. We'll see what she gives her on 2-2. The pitch on the way. Inside, and the count will go to 3-2 now. Full count for McKenna Holland. Three balls, 2 strikes here. Vaca looking for the final out of the top of the third inning, the 3-2. It'll be a walk. And now Allie Connolly will stride in with a runner on first and 2 outs. Connolly struck out in the first inning. Vaca still looking for that third out here in the third inning. First one on the way to Connolly. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 count. Vaca on 0-1, the pitch on the way. Runs inside, back-to-back Ks. Watson down to first. They get her in time. They did not. Not a bad look from Watson. Just unable to get the tag in time. Now an 0-2 count here. Vaca's attention will go back to the batter. And Allie Connolly on an 0-2 looking to get out of the top of the third. The 0-2 is swung on and missed for the final out of the inning. But not before the Patriots can get a hit and tally their first run in the top of the third inning. We'll head to the Marauder half of the third. Our score 7-1.
Waller Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 36 years. Using green construction methods, Waller Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Waller Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit wallerconstructionaz.com. They thank you for your business confidence and continued referrals. Waller Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Waller Construction homes at Mountain Gate and Clarkdale this summer.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Cameron Jones will start things off for the Mingus Marauders here in the bottom of the third inning. Jones coming in as a pinch hitter. And as far as I know, she is hitting in the slot that Mikkel Gordon usually hits in. Cameron getting an opportunity to play here. And so now Jones will stride in. Our score 7-1 here at Mingus Union High School. The Marauders currently beating the American Legion Academy Patriots of Queen Creek. 7-1 here as we begin things in the bottom of the third. Cameron Jones batting .200 on the season. 25 at-bats, 5 hits so far for the sophomore, and 3 RBIs. Jones, slow roller to third, picked up by Holland. Throw on to first, is in time for the first out of the inning. Oh, I'm sorry, it was foul. Oh, still a good play, though, by McKenna Holland at first. And unfortunately, I did mark it in my scorebook that way, so I have to cross that out. No outs. Let's update that. 0-1 count. That one is in there. The count will go to 0-2. So Jones now quickly behind 0-2. Papanetti, who got a strikeout to lead things off in the second inning, looking to do it here in the third. But Jones has got other ideas as that one falls into left. Base hit for Cameron Jones. And the Marauders have their first base runner tonight. Or in the inning. And now Kaylee Watson will stride in. Watson got a walk in the second and then came around to score, did get a stolen base. And we'll see what Kaylee can do here in her second plate appearance. First one on the way is swung on a miss. Jones taken off to second. She is safe. Collides with the shortstop. Jones is still safe. And Tabor's okay. We'll take a look at it here. You can see Jones got a late jump, and Tabor came across to cut off the ball and went right into the way of Jones. Cameron is okay. Tabor is also okay. Just a bit of a bad play there from the shortstop. Of course, completely unintentional, but very dangerous. But thankfully, both players are all right. So 0-1 count here to Watson is in the dirt. The count now will go to 1-1. So Jones does get the stolen base at second. Watson on 1-1, watches that one in the dirt. The count will go to 2-1. Yasmin Mestis waiting on deck, or actually that is Tabitha Freeman waiting on deck. First one on the way to Jones is foul, and actually that'll make the count 2-2. I'm not sure why I said the first one, but 2 balls, 2 strikes here with no out and 1 runner on second. So we'll try it again here with 2-2. Pitch on the way. Slow chopper, that one is foul. The 2-2 right into the glove of Holland. It comes out. We'll see if Watson can beat the throw. She will. So Holland doing a great job of preventing extra bases, keeping that ball in front of her, just unable to make the throw as Watson would have beat out any attempt that Holland would have tried. And now Tabitha Freeman will stride in. We saw Freeman in the game on Wednesday against Greenway start in right field. She'll pinch hit for Yasmin Mestis and probably go to right field. Runners on second and first with no out. Freeman looking to give something a ride here and move a couple more runners in to score as the Marauders still carry a 7-1 lead here in the third. Freeman swings and misses the first pitch. And Watson will slowly walk back to first. So now an 0-1 count here, no outs. Runners on second and first. The 0-1. That one's fouled off. The count will go to 0-2. Tabitha in her final season here at Mingus Union High School. Looking to get a hit here. The 0-2 is high, and the count will go to 1-2. I know Asia Jones is keeping an eye on Kaylee Watson at first. This is the second time she's walked back. The 1-2 is in the dirt. Does get past Jones. Both runners will advance. And the count will go to 2-2. So Watson advances to second. Jones goes to third, and Freeman on 2-2 will get the pitch from Papanetti, and it is high, and the count will now go full. Ella Balo is on deck for the Marauders. And now Freeman on a 3-2 count. Could load the bases here. The 3-2. That one's fouled off. So Freeman will try it again here on 3-2. Papanetti, the payoff pitch is foul. And excuse me, that's Kaya Soki waiting on deck. So we'll probably see Kaya pinch hit for Ella Balo at second as she waits on deck. Tabitha Freeman still at the plate for the Marauders. The 3-2 on the way. Slow roller down third, it'll go foul. Three balls and 2 strikes here, no one out. Runners on third and second. Mingus leading 7-1. Freeman looking to add a couple more here to the Marauder total. The 3-2. Runs inside and rings her up. Inside pitch, got her looking, and now Kaya Soki will stride in. Have not seen Kaya at the plate so far for the Marauders this season. Operating mostly as a pinch runner for Mingus this year. Kaya, the junior, now will pinch hit for Ella Balo and probably go to second. We'll see. We'll get you the defensive changes here a little later. One out here as Soki looks for a base hit. Be her first of the season and her first plate appearance of 2021. All right, runners on third and second with one out. Kayasoki looking for a base hit. She gets that one off the end of the bat, bounces right in front of the second baseman, Page. Page throw on to first is in time, but Cameron Jones comes in and scores. So Soki does her job, brings in a run, and the Marauders extend their lead 8-1. Watson will go to third. 2 down here for the Patriots, and Mackenzie Figge will look to drive something into the outfield. Figge got on with a walk in the first and got a triple in the third. Did come around to score in the second inning. And we'll see what she can do here in her third plate appearance against Papanetti. First pitch is driven down the line, foul. Almost took the head off of Kaylee Watson over at third. Oh, 1 count here to Mackenzie Figge. Alexis Ayresman waiting on deck. The 0-1 in the dirt. Jones keeps it in front of her. The count will go to 1-1. One offering. Figge in the left. We'll see if it stays fair. And it will. Coming in to score will be Watson. Figge will get a double. Looking to extend it maybe to 3. She won't. A 2-out double for Mackenzie Figge. Another run comes around for the Marauders. And now Alexis Ayresman will stride in. Ayresman walked in the first and got a single in the second and came around to score. And with Mackenzie Figge on second, the Marauders looking to get another run on the board, leading 9-1. Ayresman right past the glove of Holland. And Figge will stay at third, and Ayresman will get on with a base hit. And now Marissa Vaca, who grounded out in the first, did get an RBI and got a double in the second, will come in here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs, looking to bring in maybe 2. First offering on the way to Vaca. The pitch. Slow chopper, foul. A 1 count here to Marissa Vaca with 2 outs and runners on the corners. The 0-1 is in for a strike. Ayresman's going to get a late jump, but she'll go to second. Jones is going to throw down to third, but Figge is safe. So now runners on second and third, make it a little easier for Marissa Vaca with an 0-2 count. The 0-2 on the way is in the dirt. Now the count will go to 1-2. When the Patriots get a chance to bat here, it will be Asia Jones, Renee Tabor, and Kaylee Slade. 1-2 is high. The count will go to 2-2. Two on the way. And to left, we'll see if it falls. It will. Figge will score. Ayresman will score. Vaca will head to second for the double. 2 more runs come around for the Marauders. And Vaca gets another RBI. Marauders leading 11-1. Nice piece of hitting there for Marissa Vaca. Both runners coming in and scoring easily. And Aiden Garfield cutting off that throw to see where Marissa Vaca was going to go. Smart play from the first baseman. And now Sydney Stapleton is looking for a base hit. Will come in here in the bottom of the third. Mingus leading 11-1 here. First pitch on the way to Stapleton. Dug out of the ground, but it goes foul. Papanetti gets the softball back from left field. And we'll try it again here on 0-1 with 2 outs. Vaca on second. 2 down, and we'll call time. We're going to call second strike. So now an 0-2 count. Stapleton's slow roller is foul. The count will remain 0-2. So now an 0-2 count here to Stapleton after the strike for delay of the game. The 0-2 is chopped right up the middle. That should be more than enough to bring in Vaca. Sydney Stapleton gets her first base hit of the night, and it's an RBI. And now Kiki Saravo will stride in. Saravo looking for a base hit here as she comes in for Mallory Copeland. Stapleton over at first base. Saravo looking to put something down the line or into the outfield, extend this Marauder lead. We'll see if some of these players come in defensively. First one on the way to Saravo is in the dirt, blocked by Jones, and Stapleton will stay at first. One 0 on the way here to Saravo is in the dirt. The count will go to 2-0. One count all the way to Saravo. Chopper past third and short, base hit for Saravo. Stapleton will go to second. And now Cameron Jones will come back up to bat. Jones struck out, or excuse me, Jones pinch hit to lead off things here in the third inning. Got on with a single and did come around to score. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball. So a 1-0 count here to Cameron Jones in her second plate appearance this inning. Second pitch is in there for a strike. Count to go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cameron Jones. Right up the middle, past the glove of Papanetti. Staying at third base is Stapleton, and it'll be a single for Cameron Jones as she takes hobbles a little bit after stepping on first base, but it seems like she's okay. So 2 hits for Cameron Jones, and Kaylee Watson will come back in. Watson awaiting the first offering here. Dug it out of the ground, and it'll go foul. Try it again here on 0-1. The pitch on the way. Watson, slow chopper to the third baseman, steps on third, and gets the final out of the inning. But not before the Marauders can tack on another 5 and lead 12-1 here as we head to the top of the fourth. Stay with us.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
From the Glen Canyon Dam to the corner sidewalks, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has helped build Arizona and the Southwest since 1959. Much like the products they provide, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has a strong sense of community and contributes to it in meaningful ways. Phoenix Cement is considered a premier employer and community supporter and would like to thank their friendly neighbors for 6 decades of continued support. Think harder, think concrete.
It'll be Asia Jones, Renee Tabor, and Kaylee Slade, the 1-2-3 for American Leadership Academy Queen Creek, as the Patriots are currently down 12-1 to the Mingus Marauders as we begin the top of the fourth inning. Marissa Vaca only allowed 1 hit so far and 1 run, and 8 strikeouts so far for the junior pitcher. Mingus again leading 12-1 here as we kick things off in the top of the fourth inning. Asia Jones will stride in, the catcher for ALA Queen Creek. Jones struck out in the first inning and will get her second plate appearance here in the fourth. First one on the way to Jones. Jones swung on a miss on that one. The count will go to 0-1. Vaca looking for a 1-2-3 inning, hasn't had it since the second. 5-batter inning for Marissa Vaca in the third. The 0-1 on the way. Popped up and foul, as my headset almost falls off. Count will go to 0-2. So an 0-2 count here. Asia Jones looking for something to drive. Can be the first base runner for the Patriots here in the fourth. Vaca looking for another K. The 0-2 is high, and the count will go to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Asia Jones. Mingus looking for their first out of the fourth. The 1-2. Off speed into center. Going back on it. Trying to track it down is Watson. She will make the catch for the first out of the inning. Watson having trouble tracking it down there in center field, but was able to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Renee Tabor will stride in. First one on the way is swung on and missed. The count will go to 0-1. Tabor struck out in the second on a 2-2 count. And she strides in here in her second plate appearance against Marissa Vaca. The 0-1 on the way. That one is in the dirt, and we'll try it again. So Kayasoki is at second. Mackenzie Figge is at first base. Cameron Jones is in right. Tabitha Freeman is in left. And Kiki Saravo is at third to get you updated on who's playing the field right now for the Marauders. 1-1 on the way to Tabor. Is fouled off, and the count will go to 1-2. So 1-2 count is in the dirt, and the count will go to 2-2. Vaca looking for the second out of the inning and possibly another strikeout. The 2-2. Chopper back to the pitcher. Vaca on to first is in time for the second out of the inning. And now Kaylee Slade will look to be the first base runner for the Patriots here in the fourth. Slade struck out in the second, and this is her second time against Vaca. First one on the way to Slade is fouled, but off her hand. Hit the bat before it hit her hand. So we've got an 0-1 count. So Vaca, here we are again on 0-1. Pitch on the way to Slade. 0-1 is chased at, and the count will go to 0-2. Eight Ks so far for Vaca. Looking to get number 9 right here in the final out of the fourth. Vaca on 0-2. That one's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Slade. In the top of the 4th inning. The 1-2. In the dirt and blocked. Watson doing a good job blocking at the plate there. And Slade doing a good job of laying off some of those pitches. We'll try it again here on 2-2. Pitch on the way. Strikeout number 9 and the final out of the inning. Mingus carries their 12-1 lead into their half of the 4th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Stay with us.
From the Merkin farm to your table, from their vines to your glass, Merkin Vineyards Tasting Room in Osteria, a sense of place for extended family and community. The Merkin mission is to deliver a total sustainable Arizona experience, with fruits and vegetables family farmed in the Verde Valley and vines grown on Arizona Merkin acreage. Pastas and breads made from scratch and served with daily seasonal specials. Keep an eye out for the Merkin pizza and gelato wagons using the same local ingredients.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a third-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Yasmin Mestis will lead things off here for those Mingus Marauders. Our score 12-1 as the Marauders are currently beating the American Leadership Academy Queen Creek Patriots. Mingus looking to remain undefeated and in a good position to do it right here. And then they'll focus their attention on Wednesday against Cactus. That pitch is away for Mestis as she checks back into the game. She was subbed out for Tabitha Freeman. So we'll more than likely see Yasmin probably make her way back to right field for Coach Brown. 1-0 count on the way to Mestis. Is in for a strike. One count on the way. Mestis watches that one in the dirt, and the count will go to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here as Mestis leads things off in the bottom of the 4th. Mestis swung on and missed. The count will go to 2-2. Two count on the way to Mestis. Papanetti looking for the first out of the inning, and she'll get it. That one gets past Jones. Mestis has got to take off to first. Throw to first will not be in time. So Mestis gets on with the drop third strike. And that'll be Kaya Soki. Soki grounded out in her first plate appearance in the 3rd inning. And now we'll see what she can do here. 1-0 count on the way. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-1. One count here to Soki with the runner on first and no one out. That one is high and will not get the call, so the count will go to 2-1. Figgy waiting on deck. 2-1 count here to Kaya Soki, the batter for the Marauders. Papanetti, the pitcher in the circle for the Patriots. On 2-1. Offers a fastball, and it is swung on and fouled by Soki. Two count on the way to Soki. Ground ball to third, picked up by Holland. Throw to second is in time. They won't try to turn the double play. They'll get Mestis out at second, 1 down as Soki gets on. Mackenzie Figgy will stride in. Figgy, a walk, a triple, and a double. Great play there from McKenna Holland at third to get the runner at second, get the lead runner. And now we'll see what Figgy can do. A home run and a single away from the cycle. Now another great block there from Jones. Count will go to 1-0. One-0 count on the way. That one's in the dirt again. 2-0 count. Figgy going to be looking for something over the plate here. On 2-0, pitch on the way. Runs inside, and the count now to 3-0. Alexis Ayresman waiting on deck. A walk and 2 singles for the junior shortstop tonight. Usually in the circle for the Marauders. Of course, Marissa Vaca in the circle for Mingus, the 3-0. Figgy, ground ball to short. Backhand grab by Tabor. Play at second is in time for the second out of the inning. 2 down, and now Alexis Ayresman will come in as Figgy gets on. Now Figgy's on first. Ayresman in the left. It is not caught by the left fielder. It'll be a base hit for Ayresman. First pitch swinging for Alexis, 3 for 3 with a walk tonight. That'll move Figgy to second, and now Marissa Vaca will stride in, looking to tack on a few more insurance runs for Mingus as they'll look to close things out in the top of the 5th inning. First one on the way to Vaca is high, and the count will go to 1-0. Vaca a double in the second as well in the third. The 1-0. In right. That will fall fair. Coming and scoring is Figgy. Ayresman will stay at second. Now they're going to move it to third. And Vaca staying at first base as Figgy comes in to score. Now, of course, John Brown, understanding the score and the respect for Coach Laura Workman and her team, not waving around Alexis Ayresman and keeping Marissa Vaca at first because the score currently is 13-1. And Coach Brown is not in the business of running up the score. That one's popped up in the air. We'll see if it stays fair. It will go foul. As Sydney Stapleton gets another opportunity at the plate. She's got a single so far. A 1 count here to Sydney Stapleton. Kiki Saravo waiting on deck. He'll 1 on the way. Stapleton in the center. That one's going to carry. Going back to right field, it'll fall. Vaca will go all the way in to score. A 2 RBI single with 2 outs extends the Marauder lead 15-1. And now Kiki Saravo will stride in with 2 outs and a runner on first. Saravo watches the first pitch in for a strike. Kiki able to get a single in the third and was stranded at first. They're going to go 2 for 2. And the 0-1 is in the dirt. Another good block there from Jones. 1-1 count. The 1-1 on the way. Saravo again down third base line. Foul. One ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Papanetti looking to get out of the inning. The 1-2. And now the count will go to 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes here. The 2-2 on the way. Saravo hits that one foul. And we'll try it again here with 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sydney Stapleton over at first base. 14-1 Mingus lead, the 2-2. Saravo in the left. That'll fall for a base hit. Stapleton around second. She will round third. Saravo will stay at first. Stapleton will score. Mingus leads 16-1. 2 hits for Kiki Saravo tonight. And Cameron Jones will get another opportunity.
Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yeah.
Jones looking for something to drive here. First one on the way is popped up. Coming in to track it down is the second baseman, Page, to end the inning, but not before the Marauders can tack on 4 and extend their lead 16-1. They'll look to close things out in the top of the 5th inning. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Lilia Nguyen will lead things off, and then it'll be Sophia Papanetti and Leoma Page as Marissa Vaca looks to close things out here in the top of the 5th inning. Mingus leading 16-1 against American Leadership Academy Queen Creek. See Coach Laura Workman talking with the home plate umpire as she heads over to third base. Nguyen struck out in the 2nd inning and gets her second opportunity here. First pitch on the way from Vaca is in for a strike. And the count will go to 0-1. Vaca on 0-1, the offering on the way. Swung on and missed, the count will go to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes here to Lilia Nguyen. Sophia Papanetti waiting on deck. Vaca on 0-2. Foul tipped, and they got her. Another strikeout for Vaca, 1 down for the Marauders. And now Sophia Papanetti, who has the only single so far for the Patriots, will stride in. Papanetti did come in and score in the 3rd inning. Looking for another base hit here with 1 out. Papanetti, one of the new faces at ALA Queen Creek. First one on the way is foul. A 1 count here on the way to Papanetti. The pitch. Slow chopper, foul. Quick 0-2 count here. Vaca looking for strikeout number 11. He's got 10 so far. Got her 10th on the leadoff batter. 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Mingus looking for another win. The 0-2. In the dirt. Count will go to 1-2. Papanetti with a good eye there. Seen a couple players, mainly on the Mingus side, swinging on a lot of those low pitches in the dirt, but Papanetti doing a great job of laying off. The 1-2. Got her looking. Back-to-back Ks for Marissa Vaca. 2 down for the Marauders. They are 1 away from win number 15 on the season. And Jordan Walker, the pinch hitter, and possible final out for the Patriots here. The first one on the way. Palmer swung on and missed. Count will go to 0-1. So an 0-1 count here to Palmer with 2 down. The 0-1 runs inside. Now the count will go to 1-1. Mingus' next game will be on Wednesday at Cactus High School. And the Patriots will head to Bradshaw to take on the Bears. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-2. So Mingus looking for their 15th victory on the season. Vaca looking for strikeout number 12 to end things out here in 5. Mingus leading 16-1 with 2 outs. The 1-2 on the way. Slow chopper. Soki bobbles it, recovers, throws to first, and that'll do it. Mingus walking away with another victory here to remain undefeated on the season. 16-1 win against American Leadership Academy Queen Creek. And the Marauders will focus their attention on the road to take on Cactus. And the Patriots will go to R for a Grand Canyon region opponent, Bradshaw Mountain High School, to take on the Bears on Tuesday. We'll wrap things up here at the softball field and get you ready for next week. Stay with us.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
A 16-1 victory for those Mingus Marauders and Coach John Brown, as the Marauders will focus their attention to a tough opponent in Cactus High School on the road next Wednesday. They will be back here at home May 5th versus Prescott High School in what could be a region-deciding game. Of course, if the Marauders can beat Cactus and beat Estrella Foothills, they put themselves in a good position to wrap up the region and look forward to the playoffs. So our next Verde Valley TV broadcast for softball will be May 5th. First Prescott High School. For the American Leadership Academy Queen Creek Patriots, they will go on the road to take on Bradshaw Mountain High School on Tuesday. Like I mentioned, Coach Laura Workman, this season has been very, very frustrating for the Patriots, but they have got a lot of promising young players, a new JV team that carries a lot of great talent. They've got a center fielder who is just now picking up the sport but played fantastic. They've got a young pitcher in Sophia Papanetti, who carries a lot of potential. This team going forward has a lot going for them, and I know Coach Workman is excited, and hopefully the fan base there for the Patriots is feeling the exact same way. The optimism very, very high for this program here. As for the Marauders, as I mentioned, a great game from Mackenzie Figge, Alexis Ayresman, Marissa Vaca, all three getting 3 hits tonight. Also adding to that hit total, Sydney Stapleton, Cameron Jones, Kaylee Watson. All the Marauders having a great game tonight against ALA Queen Creek. And on the mound, Marissa Vaca, 5 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed, 1 run, and 1 walk for the junior pitcher. A solid performance from the Marauders in a 16-1 victory. As I mentioned, they'll hit the road at Cactus next Wednesday, and we will see them on May 5th at home against Prescott. For everybody here at Verde Valley TV, I am Philip Katafamo, wishing you a great rest of your Friday. Have a very safe weekend, and we will see you here May 5th for softball.